Happy Easter, my Nikki Charmers. So today's video is in honor of course, Resurrection Sunday with this beautiful cross balloon backdrop. If you want to see how I created this look, stay tuned. Okay, let's get started. So today I have some leftover 12-inch Qualitex balloons, 12-inch and 5-inch Amazon balloons, which will be linked in the description box below. And of course, our handy dandy air pumps. So I blew up my 12 inches to about 8 inches, and I used a sizer for one and then just followed through on the rest. So I'm blowing up all my 12 inches about 8 inches so it can be a little uniform, but it's still organic. And for this look, I made about 27 pairs of quads, which are 4 balloons intertwined together, as you can see. With the quads, I just blow up 2 balloons, release some air, crisscross, and tie off the balloon. You want to repeat that step one more time and then intertwine the balloons together to make the quad. If you need a detailed tutorial, I'll link it right here for you guys. And I'm repeating the same step for the smaller cross, just with the 5-inch balloons, and I'm blowing them up to about 4 inches. And I made about 25 quads for the smaller cross, and this includes the arms of the cross. And this is something I like to do, blow up with my manual pump. I just feel that it goes faster. You can use the electronic pump if you want. And I try to blow them up all the same sizes, but this is not a standard balloon garland or balloon column. It's an organic one. Moving on to creating our columns, we're using these knot lamps that I got from Walmart. The smaller one is 4 feet tall and the taller one is 6 feet tall. Now I'm adding the quads onto the stand. So you just want to slide the balloon on, push down, and cross the balloon so it does not move out of place. The next one you want to turn at a 45-degree angle so it's not sitting directly on top of the previous balloon, and you just repeat the same step. You push down and you cross the balloon. Here's a closer look. And make sure you're pushing down. Not push down hard enough to pop the balloons, but so you do not see the pole. After adding a few balloons, you should start to see a little spiral effect. And we continue this look until we get to the top. And to prevent my top balloons from popping, I'm just adding a balloon to the top of the pole. It should look like this. And you should continue to add balloons until you can't see the pole anymore. Now I'm just playing around with the balloons, making sure I don't see any spaces in between. And it's looking good so far, but we need to fix right there. Okay, now it's good. Now I'm moving on to the arms of the cross. So I'm just taking 2 pairs of quads and making a cluster by tying the necks of the balloon. As you can see, I'm just grabbing the longest neck and I'm tying them together to form a cluster. And this looks like a good length for the arms. And I'm using a rubber band to connect it to the column. All you want to do is wrap the rubber band around once or twice, and then you can connect it to the other balloon doing the same process. See, that was easy peasy. Just make sure to hide the balloon so it doesn't show. And I'm just repeating the same process on the other side to form the other side of the cross. Once they're both connected, you want to just play around and shape it the way how you like. Make sure that both the arms are even so it looks uniform. I wanted my arms to be a little fuller, so I added a dupe into the cluster. Now that the base structure is formed, let's add some filler balloons into it. So I thought I ran out of 5-inch balloons, so I ended up creating the filler balloons with 12-inch balloons. And if you want to see a more detailed tutorial of how I create this look, I'll link it in the description box or right here for you. All I do is blow up the balloon till it's squishy, and then I twist in half and then take the neck of the balloon and wrap it around to make sure that it does not unravel. And you take another balloon and repeat the same process. Once you have the 2 balloons, you then intertwine them together and you have your filler balloon cluster. Voila! For this look, I made about 12 filler balloons. I'm using some rubber bands to add the clusters in, the same way how I added the arms. And as I always say, this is where you put your artistry to the test. You just add in the filler balloons where you see fit. If there's any spaces in between, you may want to add it in between it to cover it up. This is more on your liking of how you like to design. And as you're designing, just make sure to step back and take a look at your work so you can actually see how it looks, because you actually do see imperfections where you do take a step back. Take a picture of your work as well if you need to. It does help. Now it's time to move on to the smaller cross. It's the same process as how I did the bigger one. So I'm just going to speed it up and show you towards the end. And here's our column that took about 10 minutes. Now to form the arms, I'm doing the same process, but instead of using the rubber band, I used a 260 and tied them together using the lasso method, which is basically just wrapping in a figure 8. Here are my 2 clusters, which are 8 balloons all together. So to connect the arms onto the column, I'm just wrapping the 260 around one of the balloons on the column. But since I've gotten used to the rubber band method, it goes so much faster. So that's why I end up changing. This is how it looks, but I'm gonna shape the arms a little more. And here's the final results. You know I had to make it a little more extra for you guys. I added some greenery and some angel wings. You could add florals or whatever you like to it. I had some greenery, so that's what I went with, which is perfect for Resurrection Sunday. And I just love how it turned out. This backdrop is perfect for any type of event like weddings, bridal shower, funeral, memorials, church events, baptisms, christenings, any type of Christ-filled event. That's a wrap, guys. Today I honor Jesus for dying on the cross for our sins. I hope this video was fun and informative and you learned a lot from it. And if so, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification bell as I post weekly. And remember, nothing is impossible if God is within us. Stay blessed, guys. Mwah!